We flip into the next clip, everybody. So this one is going to give you a bit of a picture as to how the preview influenced the way that Australia attacked. So they would have looked at a few things in their preview, and they would have felt very comfortable that certain things were going to happen. Some of the bits that Rory just said, we'll drop some of that in as we go through as well. But I really want you to be really analytical about every small moment, in addition to the big picture. So think about where Argentina's strengths are, which players are particularly strong within their team, where they were in ascendancy against New Zealand, and then you might well just cast your eyes at the front of the line out. The fact that Sanchez is there, that has a big impact on why this play has been run. So we'll play it through. So you got Wilson driving forwards, and he then takes a front ball peel. And the small details, they're so important with these type of things. So if you just look where Sanchez's eyes are right now, you can see that his eyes are up in the front. So does it matter whether you jump if you're going to do a front ball? Well, it definitely does, because you've got to be able to take their attention away. So Sanchez's eyes are up high. That means that the thing that's happening down low, which is Wilson's liner on the front, it's hard then to see him. And then Pengamosa just holding his feet slightly. And we can see probably good arm barred in this, but I'll play you through it little, just so you can see what's happening. Just let you see the picture, and then once you've seen the picture, I'll flip back and show you a couple of bits. Okay, that's probably painted a little bit of a picture for you. So opportunity at the front. Now think about that preview. So what things you know about Argentina? You absolutely know they've got at least 4 really high quality jacklers, all 3 back rowers, in addition to Montoya, who's I thought he was incredible against New Zealand. So you've got at least 4 players who are really good over the ball. So how are Australia going to counteract that? Well, they've decided to do it with numbers. So the majority of their pack has followed up. Big impacts, however, if you just flick back slightly. So they made big impacts, make their cleans. We can see the Matera's over the ball. It's just his body on body as a clean. But then look, watch Montero just pops back up. So he's not held in the breakdown. And in fact, you'll notice that although there's a few Argentinian bodies around that ruck, they're free. So the moment that ball becomes available, they're still working their way into the defensive line. So good preview in finding that there's maybe an opportunity to break through at the front. You also notice that Sanchez will stay on the left-hand side. Ball then come off. So just in terms of shape of the line out, put that forward, sorry. So just in terms of the shape of the ruck itself, defensive shape-wise, this is a real feature of Argentina, is that they defend with fairly tight spacings for the first 15 or so meters from a ruck area, which gives both possibilities and problems for the attack, which we'll probably touch on a bit more as we go through. So 2-man pod, clearly that doesn't give you an inside option. However, if you then look at Hodge then out the back and then Hooper just outside of him, you can then see what influence that 2-man pod has. So 2 men are influencing, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 players. Those players are influencing. So I would say that's a fairly effective pod. Hodge then has got Hooper. And then just watch, I'll play this super slow for you. Just watch Hooper's line. So he's coming nice and short with Hodge. And then have a look at the defenders. So just watch whether any of them are interested in Hooper's line. And the answer is no. So they're not in any way fazed by it. And then you think, well, why is that the case? So big picture strategy, front ball peel, aim for a 5-meter, 50-meter ruck, play the ball across the field, aim to attack the 13 channel. So that's the big picture. Small picture, haven't committed anybody to ruck. The first 2-man carry is effective and cuts the inside defence. The short line, and indeed now Hodge's body language, nice going out. Just if you can watch Hodge's body language, clearly he's not running, he's not kicking, he's definitely going to be passing at the back. All of his body language staying at the back, and he is now, I would estimate, he's about 2.5 meters away from the opposition. That is as much time as you need at most levels of rugby, definitely international rugby, to be able to make your mind up that the ball's going at the back. They're able then to push off, and the space that was at the 13 channel is no longer there. but there's a new space which maybe wasn't as available before. And I think that's then maybe the crux of an effective attack is, can you make use of those? And then it's a kind of a double whammy of error. That they thought the 13 space was there, that's closed down, and then you've got the defender right in your face, and you can just see that the ball is fumbled, largely because of defensive pressure. He gets right in his eye line, doesn't even catch the ball properly, really, catch the pass properly, and then end up with a turnover, Argentina ball, and they're able then to exit.